What up, Mula gang? In this video, we react to a video where they breaking down everybody that end up getting killed after FBG Duck died.
Yeah, that's on for the get back and get ups.
It didn't take long for a body to start circulating online being dissed by the FBG camp when the alleged ops slid on their target. When a white SUV pulled up and fired shots in his direction, the 31-year-old was struck multiple times about the body and taken to a hospital where he succumbed to his injuries.
Damn.
4 other people were hit in the melee, but investigators believe Welsh was the intended target. Police reports state that each suspect was a black male. One was wearing a teal hoodie.
Oh, they
with
got their ass on camera.
These exotic boys, smoke exotic ops. You ain't heard about murder boys, we got exotic glocks. Tight to pull up real fast, with a lot of shots. Bitch, I'm feeling just like Mac, I got a lot of guap.
Hey yo, squad, what's the drill? Back with another video, man. Chicago been known for sliding on the ops for their mans, so it's no surprise when one of the biggest names in the city goes down, revenge is being served. The streets don't often give, but it always takes. And when Big Clout FBG Duck was murked, the get back was in order. Just how many bodies dropped after Duck was done in? We're gonna find out. So without further ado, let's skip the play and get down to business. On Tuesday the 4th, August 2020, Carlton Weekly, aka FBG Duck, was murked by the ops, leaving Chicago and the rap world in shock.
This was an individual.
Died, but I'm gonna tell you something right now, gang. I know a lot of niggas that ain't from Chicago that, you know, they pick sides and they usually on Chief Keef, Durk and them side because they the bigger artists and they the ones that blew up first and they got the most clout, the most fame and all that. But I'm gonna let you know something right now, gang. Nobody bulletproof, shorty. They got a lot of homies on that side too. The streets you don't win, folks. Ain't no winning, gang. You feel me? So rest in peace. I say rest in peace to everybody that passed away from Chicago because this shit all for the dumbest fucking reasons ever.
Who fancies himself as a rapper, but is also a member of a gang.
Identified as 26-year-old Carlton Weekly, but more commonly known by the name FBG Duck, the rapper was gunned down on Oak Street Tuesday, just west of Michigan Avenue.
The brazen attack was hot in the press, and the law wasn't going to let that slide, nor was the streets. In January 2024, the law completed its version of Get Back when the now infamous O Block 6 was found guilty of the homicide.
Alleged members of Chicago's O Block gang have been convicted in the 2020 of a rapper known as FBG Duck. Duck's real name was Carlton Weekly. He was shopping on Oak Street in the Gold Coast. The Tribune reports it took the jury 2 days to arrive at a verdict. The 6 convicted suspects are men between the ages of 24 and 34.
The 6 members are Charles Higgins, aka C Murder, Kenneth Robertson, aka Kenny, Carlos Alfred, aka Los, Christopher Thomas, aka C Thang, and Marcus Smart, aka Mula, and Ralph Turpin, aka Teasy. All of them are facing mandatory life sentences.
Mandatory life
consequence for an action that took a few seconds of pulling the trigger. That was the law getting their justice, but during that whole time, the streets allegedly been retaliating and
I ain't gonna lie though,
Duck.
that shit just be so stupid. Like imagine you do some end your dumb ass up in jail for the rest of your life and you 20-something years old. Was that worth it, gang? Y'all gotta really ask yourself these questions before y'all get to just dive in the streets and thinking this is so cool. Like, was it worth it, gang? It might be worth it for the first 6 months you in that cell. Maybe the first year. Most niggas after the first few weeks, they like, man, I'll take it back right now if I could go home. Shit be dumb. Pause. Listen, I have a mentorship called the Mula membership where I'm going to teach you how to get rich with business, YouTube, crypto, stocks, financial literacy, credit, every single way. Now, I became a millionaire by the time I was 23 years old. I'm going to teach you step by step for only $50. Click the first link in the description right now and get added to my group chat where I'm going to give you one-on-one help to make sure you get rich in 2024. Click it right now. Stop tweaking because we got very limited spots and I don't want you to miss this bag.
He was respected and loved by his peoples and affiliates like FBG Young World get online to that get back was on the way.
I mean, this how they go. This come with that shit though. They gonna disrespect anyway. Yeah, I'm just on for the get back and get ups.
It didn't take long for a body to start circulating online being dissed by the FBG camp. On August 30th of 2020, Loom's Pancake House in Morgan Park was the scene of carnage when the alleged ops slid on their target. Reports state that at about 1:50 p.m., a man was dining under the tent at a restaurant on Southwestern Ave when a white SUV pulled up and fired shots in his direction. The 31-year-old was struck multiple times about the body and taken to a hospital where he succumbed to his injuries.
Damn.
The Cook County Medical Examiner's Office identified him as Devon Welsh, and his passing was ruled a homicide. 4 other people were hit in the melee, but investigators believe Welsh was the intended target.
Right.
On September 2nd, detectives released photos of the suspects from surveillance footage in the area. Police reports state that each suspect was a black male. One was wearing a teal hoodie with light-colored jeans and multicolored gym shoes. One was wearing a black hoodie with blue jeans and black shoes. One was wearing a yellow hoodie and a black baseball cap, and one was wearing a white sleeveless shirt with dark pants. And the last suspect was wearing a black t-shirt with light-colored jeans and dark gym shoes. All of them were wearing face coverings and used handguns in the shooting and carried out the hit in a dark-colored mid-sized SUV.
So they pulled
At
up
first, it
deep.
appeared just a dispute between Welsh and the men for what authorities said was an argument over dividing up looted merchandise. But when FBG affiliates began posting him online clowning his passing, it appeared like he was an op of FBG or affiliated with ops of FBG, and they slid taking him out. It was nothing but jokes online for the FBG camp with the passing of Welsh, but it wouldn't stop there. Things would become heated between Lil Durk and FBG Duck's cousin Rooga. Rooga would DM Durk about lyrics that were allegedly aimed at Duck on him and Lil Baby's songs Still Running. In the bars, Durk raps, "You do it for what? You better not say that you do it for," and hides the name with a gunshot. It's all but certain that the name to go there was Duck based on the rhyme scheme of the following set of bars. Rooga will post the DMs to his IG with some more posts aimed at Durk.
What'd he say? You get in your feelings and make this songs, you want a reaction from me so bad. And Durk said back, "Don't know you, little boy." Why would you DM a nigga and say that? He know who, I'm sure, of course he know who you are. I don't think, he can't deny that. Like, he heard of your name, but he just don't know you shit. But, I don't understand why.
Set of bars. Rooga will post the DMs to his IG with some more posts aimed at Durk. Durk brother D Thang wasn't feeling Rooga's shenanigans and tagged in to have a few words himself while Durk went to the root of ignoring
Rooga is
him.
a real fan. It's a shame because he don't know if he want a peace treaty or be into one thing. You have to understand we don't know you, but from the internet, you being an activist one day and a rapper the next day. Please stop mentioning bro/us and stop messaging bro. That's fan shit, clown. Niggas do your anything for clout they voice. I ain't gonna lie, that's a little, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, even the posting the messages coming like that's just like some, that's like some girl
causing a back and forth between him and Rooga now.
And all this beef shit, all this extra shit, blocking everybody blessings from getting where they want to be. At the end of the day, I'm not sitting here saying it's a truce for me. No, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, just be smart and smarten up how you move and what you do in the music.
It didn't take long after that for somebody to slide on D Thang. On Saturday, June 5th, 2021, Dante Banks, aka OTF D Thang, reportedly got in an altercation inside Club O and left to go outside. The people involved in the altercation allegedly followed him outside where the shooting erupted. D Thang unfortunately caught a headshot and passed away at the scene.
That's a piece to D
Now
Thang.
it's the brother of local rapper Lil Durk is after shooting at a club in Harvey this weekend. A police officer also injured.
Police say they are looking into possible retaliation at play here. Club O is quiet this evening, but police say there was a chaotic scene at the club early Sunday morning. Multiple shots were fired and lots of weapons were found at the scene. Dante Banks was when he was shot in the head. Banks is the older brother of
But is he trying to say that shit has something to do with the shit he was into with Rooga now? I don't know if that shit true, but I'm just listening.
Rapper
I'm just
Lil
reacting
Durk.
to this shit.
The 32-year-old is also a rapper who performed as D Thang.
People might say that this has nothing to do with Duck, but later evidence from the Duck hit trial saw something that hinted to D Thang allegedly having some sort of connection around the hit, which probably was extra fuel for him and Rooga to have a falling out online.
Right.
In court documents that hit the net, it states that a number Teasy called to get dudes to come for Durk, who he alleges was chasing him, was registered to D Thang. The alleged documents also state that D Thang baby moms would testify that the number was in fact D Thang's. This has many speculating that this connection was why D Thang became a target for Get Back for Duck.
Right.
Things were getting sticky. The cycle was claiming lives on both sides.
I didn't know that part, though.
The dudes ain't concerned with that.
I ain't gonna lie.
Blinded by anger and revenge, they don't realize up in the score doesn't get any wins.
Don't do
just
nothing.
guarantees more losses in the future. And the ops ain't finna care about none of that, though.
Right.
The next thing that was alleged as Get Back for Duck was the longtime rival of Duck, Edai 600. The two had a lengthy history
man.
becoming the beef.
I grew up off Edai music. I ain't gonna lie, like that shit. Cause 6 double law, that squad I trust. Drop from 6 double law. Talk tough, get hit in your stuff. Chop from 6. I nigga. The summertime used to be cracking in the rack. Like I was a kid before I came. I grew up off these niggas music, gang. So the shit really be up to any of their ass down on either side, like on bro grade.
I was
I'm
in
from
11, the
Chicago
diss track
for real,
titled
gang.
F the Other Side. Edai was explicit in his mention of Duck with
It's
lyrics
crazy.
like, Little duck, better duck. For I dump and leave you slumped in the trunk. Is you drunk? Dissing me, you must be dumb. Duck will respond with a diss of his own featuring Billionaire Black titled Edai, Is You Serious?
Edai, Is You
Spitting the
Serious? I
bars,
remember that shit.
My ninjas told me to show no sympathy for Edai. I will chop his up and throw it on the E-way. I will hit this little N-word like Cassidy did Freeway. Actually, they were beefing in a back and forth online even up to just a few days before Duck was murked with Edai, saying that he was running to get his pole to blitz Duck. But the alleged get back would land on Edai's front door on July 31st, 2021, when he was caught lacking at the intersection of 72nd Street and South Bennett Avenue.
That's how Edai died on 72nd and Bennett.
Y'all know what it is and y'all know what it ain't. This morning, I had to go ahead and show y'all exactly what Edai 600 passed. I'm not exactly sure which one of these buildings he passed, but this is the corner, 72nd and Bennett. This is the block that he passed
That's
on.
like the east side down there. That's like right as soon as you get to the east side. Like, I wonder what the hell he was doing over there though.
According to reports, the ops didn't hold back and riddled his body with bullets, leaving him in critical condition with wounds to his chest and stomach. Edai was rushed to the University of Chicago hospital where unfortunately he succumbed to his injuries. Duck was in the ground, but it appeared his affiliates were sending his ops to the same fate in retaliation. The latest body to drop in the alleged get back for Duck showed that dudes really don't be caring anymore. Not about women, not about kids, where they catch you or where they drop you. FBG Duck rival THF TP learned that the hard way when they caught him lacking allegedly.
Yeah, I seen that was bad, bro.
Kids. It was a gruesome scene to watch to see the state that people have sunk into.
Yeah.
February 2024, video footage shows TP walking near the intersection of Madison and Long on the west side of the city with his girl and 2 kids with what appears to be a school project in his hands after he had allegedly picked them up from school.
He was on the west side?
Just a blink of an eye, shots began blasting and 2 men ran up with the pole, dumping a barrage of shots into TP, who by now was on the ground. His girl and 1 kid ran one direction, but 1 child was in shock and stood right there next to him crying as the shooters didn't even bat an eye. They just continued emptying the clip and dipped in a white Nissan. THF TP was rushed to the hospital, but didn't make it, given the extent of his injuries. An alleged eyewitness who was at a restaurant TP was in recalls their account of how things went down.
She's at the restaurant that he was in and sat right next to him, even talked to him. Said he seemed like a nice guy. The restaurant was in a sketchy area. She said she noticed 2 dudes in the restaurant eating with hoods over their heads. She kept watching them because she was like, why are they eating with hoods on? She also said him and the girl walked out. 5 minutes later, the 2 dudes ran out of the restaurant. My wife was thinking a robbery was going to happen. She said 5 minutes later, bang, bang. The girl came running back to the restaurant with her kids. There are cameras inside and outside.
End of the day, that's the life he lived, though. And he was known for dissing Duck and him heavy like his song Bus Stop when he was dissing Lil Mark, who got hit up at a bus stop. Even though it's speculated that THF TP was get back for Duck and all the dissing he been doing towards their camp, not everybody from their side agreed with the hit being done while he was on daddy duty. One person who was very vocal about it was FBG Butter, who stood on business for the young ones, going as far as trying to reach out to the family to get therapy for TP's little ones. But times change and now it seems like anything goes. No rules or code of ethics at all.
From going through the trauma and everything that's going on, and that little girl, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have my people, I'm gonna have my manager them look out to look them kids up, man. We gonna do something for them kids, gang. You know what I'm saying?
That's
rather
a real
if I got,
shit,
you know,
though,
I pay for the therapy or whatever on Kyra, like, cause I know for a fact like them kids gonna need some help after seeing that shit, bro.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, but a real ass nigga for that, cause that shit was fucked up. If y'all ain't see that video, I think I reacted to it on my main channel, shorty. But they caught that nigga. He was walking, his wife, 2 kids. They pulled up right next to the block, hopped out, and walked him down. Like, you feel me? Mama grabbed one kid and ran off. Other kid sitting there like, oh shit. Mama ran off down the block. You feel me? Like, barely came back type. All type of up on, bro. But like Butterbuck said, all for them, they really gonna need some therapy. Like, somebody gotta, like, because they was old enough to like run and talk and have school projects and shit. Like, they going to remember that for the rest of their life, gang. They need something for that shit.
The irony is that if that was Get Back for Duck, firing at ops when they were with their kids is something Duck was heavily against.
Yeah. Duck, go up, Gino, you know, Limo. Y'all see one of y'all ops, y'all can get him pissed because y'all see the kid. I swear to God, if a nigga got his baby with him, I ain't even gonna stop to say shit. See what I'm saying? I'ma keep it pushed on my kids, nigga, because I wouldn't want the motherfucker to get down on me while I'm with my baby. You see what I'm saying? I'ma keep it pushing.
Maybe one day everybody.
Yeah, and I see what Butter's saying, because they saying if that was Get Back for Duck, Duck wasn't fucking with no shit like that, gang. So it's just not going in the streets. But you gotta applaud shit like that, gang, because niggas just be out here wild west thinking just crazy cracking time. Like, no, folks. That shit ain't, come on, gang. We could have watched that nigga go to the crib and waited outside till he popped out to take the trash out or something if you was gonna do that, but not right in front of the kids, gang. And a woman right there, like, the kids could have damn near caught one. Like, nah, folks.
Well, realize that Get Back doesn't change anything.
But
just prolongs the senseless drillings and more of their homies being lost. R.I.P. to Duck and everybody that lost their life in this.
Rest in peace to everybody that lost their life, boy. That's the streets, shorty. That's the streets.